Hello everybody, welcome to How to Play Like a WoW Pro, the series where I teach you how to get better at World of Tanks. Today I'm going to be playing in the 1-2-1. It's a new tank I just got. My opinion on this tank so far is that it's pretty fun, although I would put it probably as about an average tier 10 medium tank. I think it's going to be a much better tank for good players than it is for bad players, maybe slightly above average. But I know that there's some people who are doing like really well in this tank, over 5k DPG and whatnot, so it definitely is a tank with high potential. First, let me quick go over the field mods I take. So I'm bringing module durability increase, improved sight, turbocharger tuning because its reverse speed is not very good if you don't have a turbo. I bring top forward speed. You could bring neither for this because view range, if you're not running vents, is not great. And then I bring the plus suspension durability. So for equipment, this is my primary loadout: aiming unit, V-stab, rammer directive. This is because the gun handling on this thing is not amazing. It's decent, but it's not amazing, and its full aimed accuracy is pretty bad, so I think the aiming unit really helps with that. For a secondary loadout, I'm running vents because I want to have, with the other loadout I only have 437 view range, or 438, which is pretty bad. And so I wanted to have a vents loadout so that I could reach something like 460 view range, or bring a vents directive to help with that as well, just for more open maps or maps where I think I'll need the view range. It also helps a bit with the DPM, so if I'm in a close quarters map like Hallouf and in the north, then I can just have extra DPM because I don't think I necessarily need the aiming unit on close range maps. You could bring a hardening loadout on this thing as well, or a turbo loadout, or even a CVS, but I've tried CVS on this tank and it's just not really worth it in my opinion. I'd rather just have a second loadout where I can do something else. And CVS is only really useful in like Fisherman's Bay, Fjords, South Spawn maybe, and Overlord, so I didn't really think it was worthwhile. For ammunition, it's definitely worth it to bring some AP shells so you can track people. Bring a couple HE as well, although this thing doesn't have that many shells, so that's something you have to watch out for on this tank. It's got great 340 heat pen, so that kind of compensates for the accuracy. I wish this thing had slightly more DPM, although its DPM is good. It's like 3700 with vents. So let's just get into the first battle. Okay, so we get Hallouf. This is definitely a map where I'm going to bring the vents loadout for the extra DPM. I would say overall, the biggest weaknesses of this tank are its terrible gun depression, its bad fully aimed accuracy, and besides that, I mean, I guess I would also put poor armor on there. It can't side scrape very easily, and its upper plate is kind of just butter, and its turret is really easy to pen with heat. Besides that though, everything else about the tank is pretty solid, and it's definitely a fun tank. I've been enjoying it so far. So I'm definitely going to go north in this tank. It doesn't have the camo or the speed or reverse speed to play south, and plus south I only would really play if I see a good reason to, or if I'm in like a light tank. The corner on this map is just really the standard play, and it kind of makes me wish I didn't get this map because there's not that much to teach on this map. Once you just go over it once, it's kind of just the same thing every battle. You just play the corner. The best position on this map, I pretty much always go to it, is B2. And there's only really one trick that, well, there's really not too many tricks to playing this corner, but there is one thing that I sometimes do, which I think is very helpful on this corner, and that's if you think the enemies aren't paying attention. Well, I guess I'll just try to see if there's an opportunity for me to show you later. So you want to be careful not to get shot in return here. I kind of angled my armor. My armor was, upper plate was kind of angled up there, so if I just give it a little bit more angling, then it becomes like almost an auto bounce angle. So as I reverse, I do that. For now, I'm just going to aim on this cross, see if anything else crosses, but my eventual goal is to play against this corner. Now, they do have an S-conk here, but he will get fucked by Artie. You see how my upper plate is angled upwards slightly? It makes it much harder for them to pen that. I don't really want to trade versus this guy, but I might go for one shot. I'm just zooming out to make sure no teammates are behind me so I don't get cucked. 60 fire, but I don't want to poke this. I'm poking at an exaggerated angle just to make it harder for them to pen my upper plate. No, it's going to be hard to trade versus corner. I'm not playing wide because there's two arties here. It's not really an option for me, plus I have bad gun oppression. You can try to side scrape on this corner, but I think it's just too risky. My armor's not good enough, so for now I'm just going to chill. Maybe get a shot on this Yag on the cross. He is turning, so I don't want to stay here and take one for the team. He did fire, so I can poke him now. Damn, he just got pushed somebody, so I missed. I do out-reload him for one shot, but I don't want to get hit by the heavies either. Yeah, their heavies are pressuring, and I definitely want to run from here because we're getting overran. So I'm going to turn and get out as soon as possible. This is not looking good for our team. I'm going to get fucking bopped here by a 6 TP. Hopefully nothing else shoots me in the cross. I just need to get completely out. We're losing the north, definitely. You just have a much better comp for it. We get 57 heavies, they get S-conks. I don't want to get shot on the cross here. Could light them for my team, maybe though, for our arties. Don't even get lit there, which is nice. When you're losing the north, you want to make sure that you have time to get to A0. We're down 10k HP, so this is going to be straight up roll. But if you can get like out of render of these guys, then you can poke them from here and get some free damage as you're pushing around the corner. I'd like to shoot this guy before he hits my teammate. Okay. We want to trade off this 57 heavy as long as we can. Looks like they're all playing the north corner now. No one's pushing the 57, which is good. I'm just going to snipe that corner now. I have 340 heat pens, so I should just be able to butter his upper plate if it's not angled up. I could actually trade pretty well off of this if our teammates just hold. They're going to start repressuring our 57 heavy. Should be able to pen his upper plate mostly as well, the S-conk at this angle. It's the power of the 340 heat pen. That's unlucky. This is where an aiming unit would definitely be nice. We are losing the east as well, which sucks, as they're going to start getting behind us. Take this position up here. Well, we are trading decently off this, but eventually our teammates are going to die. So I want to start getting distance because they're going to start getting in my spotting range pretty soon. Fortunately, our Yag's not spotting that side right now. Yeah, I've definitely got to get out of here. You want to make sure you have enough time to actually get to A0. And sometimes it's hard because you get caught out. I just need to go now. I can't wait around. I'm going to try to take this low ground here to make it a bit harder for them to spot me from above. This is where you can get screwed, because I could get hit here by a couple tanks. I repair that insta. Try to get safe. I'm not going to be able to trade much at the end of the game, I don't think here. I have bad gun depression. It's going to make it difficult. So Leo is committing. He's the one I'd like to focus because he's coming in soon. Oh, great. And he hits my lower plate somehow. I'm just gonna trade off this side because I don't think I can poke on all those other guys. Yeah, I'm the last tank alive. Which is no bueno. I can't take a hit from the Leo if the arty doesn't hit me. just gonna do as much damage as I can before this game ends. Maybe one more shot, but Artie's gonna hit me, so I might not even get that. Can't take a hit from the 430U, so I'm gonna shoot the 277 first, if I can. Not an easy penning shot. If only Artie didn't exist, bro. Okay, we're down. We still got 8k damage. Got out way more damage than I thought I would at the end of the game. That's great. Our gun was not trolling us, which was great. This battle went much better than I expected it to once we started losing everything on the entire map, but we take those. Focusing that side where the Yag and the Leo was definitely a better option. When I have so little gun depression, I can't peek over the top on the other side. Alright, next battle. Alright, so we got Fjords. North spawn, the losing spawn. I'm definitely going to play the south. So basically on this map, the north is unplayable unless you're in like a triple I7 platoon. That's like the only thing that can push it. It's just way too risky otherwise. You can play here, but very often you'll get pushed through here and then you're in a terrible position. So it's only really good if the enemies don't contest it. And I would only ever do that if they don't have any fast tanks on their team at all. I probably should have brought aiming unit, but that's fine. The best place to play, in my opinion, on this map is right here. That's what you'll basically see any unicum do. It's just play there. You get free shots in the beginning. You just have to be careful about over peeking into their TDs who play back here. So there's some trees on this corner that you want to knock over. It's these 3 trees right here. You just knock them over facing this direction. It gives you some extra camo on this corner, making it harder for them to spot you. You can aim here or up here. Looks like he's going to come this way if he commits. Maybe not. Okay, he just got F'd. Now this is where you got to watch out for the TDs. One trick you can use is poke your gun around the corner instead of just poking straight, and that will help with you spotting them without having to poke as much, because one of your vision ports is on your gun. It just makes it easier to poke. I shouldn't be lit now. Just gonna go for one more shot. I could have gotten blinded there, but I'm looking at what TDs they have, and they don't have like a 183 or FE, which definitely helps. You occasionally will be able to light their TDs if they fire at you, but it's usually not worth poking just to get that light. Oh, that's type 5 heavy, type 4 heavy. I'm actually gonna cross to here. I think I can get shots on him. It's just kind of risky, but I'm just gonna go side scrape here and try to get a shot into him. This is actually more committed than I thought it was. Might have trouble getting out of here. He can't poke on me though, without me screwing him, so I'm waiting for a better shot if possible. Yeah, there we go. I'm not actually even completely safe, which is the bad part. Yeah, you can actually, he's firing HE though. There's no RD, so I don't have to worry about that. Probably shouldn't have committed here. I thought I would be more safe. But I basically can't leave now until this guy dies. Oh, I actually can get a little bit more safe than I thought I could. More aiming modeling. Should have backed up a little bit more for that shot. I mean, we are getting decent damage here, so... Now, they didn't actually contest the middle. I think I want to try to get unlit and then take this opportunity to come down here. I don't want to go out the other way because I could get F'd by the TDs, and plus I kind of want to go down here. It looks like we're contesting the south, and I don't think I want to go south. That was my original plan, is to rotate down south, but there's only 2 tanks there right now, and I don't think they're going to be... They're not really... Like, it's a 705 and BZ, and they don't have that much health, so... Kind of want to push across into here, but it's kind of aggressive. Yeah, I'm just going to wait. Let me HE this waffle. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to side scrape this. Okay, all their TDs are lit by our 430, which is great, because I can just farm these guys. I'm just gonna cross now. This game is clearly a loss for the enemies. Maybe get one more. Stopping to aim before I'm loaded just to make sure I get my shot off as soon as possible. Their Type 5 is dead. They're all escaping. I just need to get in there and do some damage. There is a crossfire right here, which I've got to watch out for. Now, I could rotate back north to fight that, and I'm kind of thinking about it, but I think it's going to take too long. Our team is rolling them, so I think I'm just going to force this. Even though it's a crossfire, I think it'll be okay, because I have teammates who are going to take the hits too. I'm getting shot by this TVP, it's just okay. I can use this rock. Plus, the game is pretty much over, so if I take a little bit of damage, it's not a big deal. At the end of the game, you want to use your HP as a resource just to get more damage. No sense in saving all of it. Damn, I missed. And I'm on fire. That's fucking annoying, I'm just dead. I love World of Tanks, bro. Oh wait, I lived. Easy for me. Guess the firefighting paid off. Only tank left is a TVP. I'm gonna go for him now. I'm gonna go low ground. Okay. Very solid battle considering it's 15-4, 5.6k damage, 400 spotting. And for once, the North won the game. Not bad. It's because they didn't commit anybody into the bowl, which helped a lot. We got one blind shot. Next battle. Alright, so we get Tundra. Tier 10 game. South spawn. Don't really like this map, especially from the south. So the first thing I'm looking at is I'm gonna bring my vents load out because I'm gonna be fighting close range. I'm looking at what fast tanks they have. They have a bad chat and a TVP as well as a Sene X. I'm just gonna go to the hill and fight on the low ground probably. This thing is too slow to take the hill. The high alpha of this tank can be very nice in this situation, but it really depends how the enemies play. If they play very passively, then I'll probably just take the hill. They do have a 260 and IS-7 who can play hold down on us. I'm gonna blind that bush because it's usually a good idea too if you have enough fast enough reload. I'm the first one here. I'm just gonna bleed their tanks going up first. I want to poke my upper plate like this to make it hard to pin my upper plate. They can still pin my lower plate, but it's fine. This guy will peek. You can sometimes bait like this. He's just aimed at me. As you see, he bounces because he doesn't have a good angle. Could have gone for that guy's cupola potentially. This scent will poke again. He's reloaded. You can kind of side scrape in this thing, but it's pretty easy for them to pen you because you have to over peek to shoot their upper plate. If they fall for that though, then it's free. Our K91 is getting effed. We don't have that much support on the hill. I'm gonna pretend like I'm poking just to try to get this guy to poke. I don't know if their scent is even interested, but as long as he's proxied, I know where he is, so I can back off. If needed, this guy will peek. Didn't pan, unfortunately. Could have aimed slightly higher, maybe. but I think it's a pen roll. It is gum. Actually, maybe not, but it's hard to, it's not a free pen to pen at that angle. That thing has decent armor. Bad shot. It's aiming for his Capullo. I think we can get some damage here because... yeah, I can overpeak that. SunAX is interested again in peeking. This guy looks like he might overpeak, so I'm gonna watch for that. If the scent backs off, then I might. Gotta be careful of this guy now. Well, there's a Panzer 7 behind us. I might go for him, but I don't want to leave here too much because then they will play aggressive on us, and we only have a TVP to cover that. But again, I can't peek into that TD. He'll pen me for sure, unless he hits my track. So instead, I'm just gonna go for this guy. Somehow he's not taking much damage, but he should be a free kill here. Unlucky. I am hull down on him right now, so that helps. We're eventually going to get pressured on this side is what I'm scared about, but we still do have like 4 tanks under the hill, so I'm gonna wait for him to angle up a little bit and then go for his Capullo. If he backs up and angles up on a slope, then his Capullo becomes a much easier target. Oh, nice. We got that guy out. I kind of want to cross to here because now that they have the top of the hill, I can play hull down in this area. Bad shot. Could have hit his lower plate there. I'm gonna over peek and pretend like I'm just in the open. Just try to get him to poke. There's an IS-7 there. That completely changes my plans. I have to get out of here. He's just gonna play hull down on me. This is a big problem. I think I'm gonna try to run. Oh my god, there's a fucking Yagpeen, dude, and I'm dead. Why is there a Yagpeen there, man? It doesn't matter, we're down 7,000 HP. No way to predict that. It's literally just luck that he's there, so I don't feel bad about what I did at all. I was gonna come back here and then shoot this guy who was over peeking and just hold this corner, but our team was pretty much just fucking trash. 4 of them couldn't pen a Panzer 7. I'm the only one who did damage to him. Our 62A should have stayed here, but he just left. Yeah, I just got hit by Yagpeen. Nothing you can do about that. Literally just dude appears out of nowhere. If I would have stayed here in this position right there, we would have just gotten farmed by their IS-7, and that's the worst tank in the game to deal with there because I can't pen him back at all. But yeah, that's kind of just how this game goes. 15-3, or 3-15, 15-0, 3-15. It's just on repeat, just dog shit battles where you can't do much except play like a bitch when you're losing or play aggressive when you're winning. It's kind of just how it goes. It's like 1 in 10 battles, which is close, so it's just how it goes. Alright, let's go to the next battle. Okay, so we get Mannerheim North spawn against tier 9s, which is great. No Arty, which makes playing the south much easier, and the south is where I'm going to be playing because I think it's generally, if you're in a tank that can brawl somewhat, the south is usually just better for damage. It's only in like some sniper tanks that I would ever consider playing north. I don't think north is terrible or anything, I just think the south is better. So the first thing I'm looking at is what fast heavies they have, because those are the tanks that can challenge you in the south and take it immediately, which is the most annoying thing for what I'm trying to do here. What I like to do, especially when they have a lot of slow heavies like this Maushin, I like to take a rock. You have to be a little bit tall to play this rock that I'm going to, or at least you can't be too short. So I just cross as fast as I can here. You can take damage doing this, But you try to get to this rock here, and then you can... What the hell? Why am I still moving? And then you just play it here and try to spot tanks back there. You have to be a little bit careful of TDs, but it's usually hard for the TDs to get you. I'm actually going to side scrape this guy, 'cause actually no, he's going forward. I'm going to try to track him if possible. Oh, I barely got that shot. See, this tank is a little bit too short to play this rock easily. I really want to cross down here now that they're not pushed up. But you have to be a bit careful going like this. I want to get unspotted first if possible. And from down here, I can farm this I-7 for basically free. So I want to get into the low ground as fast as possible. They have no arty, so this is a good play. We have enough support behind me that I'm not worried about getting pushed by their S-Conk or something. This guy fired, he shouldn't quite be reloaded. This guy fired. Now he's just a free kill. This position that the I-7 went to is a terrible position. You should never go there in any tank. It's just really bad. Now this S-Conk is going to be the biggest problem. He's in a very strong position. That's hard to dig out. I'm just going to ask my team to push him. If we all push him together, then it should be fine. If this guy moves, then I'll actually push it. I really want to push it, but this guy is just in the way. I don't want to go too high or I'm going to get shot by TDs. I'm just going to go anyway and just risk it. I want to get safe from the Yag Tiger by going against this ridge. And the Yag Tiger will be the next enemy that I'm going to deal with. He could potentially drown me here, but I think it's kind of unlikely, especially because I still have my repair kit. I'm just going to hope he doesn't try to stop me. I can just track him or get around him and it should be fine. He doesn't track me with that shot, which is great. Now we just get around him. We want to track him if possible. This is track, but that's okay. Still got around him, so it's all good. If I don't get an easy tracking shot, then I'm just not going to take it. I'm still behind him, so it's okay. He's probably going to go forward because he doesn't really have much choice. Now we got that guy out. And this is the best position that you can get to. Too bad it's a fucking roll, so I'm not going to get that much out of it, but we've already got 3.7, so it could be an okay battle at least. Now they do have a couple T's back here. This is where you want to peek to get shots. I over peeked a little bit, but I don't think it matters. They knocked the bushes, which is really annoying, which means I can't spot them. They should fire eventually, though. Okay, I blinded that. He got lit right after, unfortunately. I do have tracking. Maybe I'll get some tracking for this. All their TDs up there are not there unless they have a waffle up there, but I think he would probably be spotted. I don't think he's up there. I could dodge to this rock if he pokes though, so it's all good. I don't know where their waffle is. That's the scariest part. I think he's in the corner or something, because I just got lit. And that was probably from the waffle that I got lit by. But regardless, I'm going to keep going forward probably. Because that's where the damage is. And if I don't go now, they're all going to die, so I have to go. Gonna get behind this mountain. I'm still cognizant of the fact that their waffle might be behind me, so I gotta be ready to run. And I'm dead, and yeah, just fuck you, dude. Just literally fuck you, dude. Decides to hold his shots for me instead of this guy, because he's a dumbass cunt. And I get no more damage. Probably could have got like 2.5k more, but the stupid fucker decided to focus me instead of my teammates. So, what are you gonna do? I mean, I would not take back anything that I did this battle. I think I did everything right. There's just some fucker in the back who was playing at K1 from the start of the game, so nothing you can do about that. If I didn't go, then all these guys would have died before I got there, so as you can see, they're just melting. These are pretty terrible games for me to teach you anything at all, kind of, because it's just fucking steamroll after steamroll, which is really unfortunate, but that's the state of the game nowadays. Just fucking steamrolls. But hopefully you learned something at least for the initial position and how to progress on that flank. But it's pretty standard, honestly. If you didn't know how to do the cross on that river part, or I mean on the edge of that lake, you just hug the there's several ways to do it, but the easiest way, I think, is just where the water meets the land. You literally just drive along that, and if you dip into the water, don't panic, don't turn too far right, just keep driving forward, and you will make it, even in a mouse. So just don't worry about panicking underwater. The only thing that can fuck you over is if the enemy tries to drown you there by ramming into you, but I had my repair kit, so it probably would have been fine. Alright, next battle. Okay, so we get Redshire Assault, which is another good map. I have some tips to teach you on this map as well. So I got a bad spawn. I usually like to go north, play this ridge, bleed them on the cross, and if we win the cross, then I'll play in these high positions here and shoot down. But since I have bad gun depression, I probably would rotate back to here. There's a spot on the cap, it's like right here, where you can get a good angle. I'll probably end up using that position in this battle as well. But since I spawned south, I'm going to see if our light tank goes for spots on the south. And I'm just going to play around here at the beginning and look for shots south. You got to be careful of getting shot back though, especially if the enemy light goes aggressive. This guy's crossing here. I'm actually going to go for shots on him, although our light might spot something up there. So here's a ridge you can play. Get some free shots if they cross like that. It's gonna get some free damage. This could be a really good game, by the way. You can also shoot this north ridge. They have a lot of enemies committed in the open right now, which is great for me. Pretty much everything is lit, so I don't have to be too worried about TDs either. Just gonna farm this tortoise. It's looking like another roll. But maybe a high damage roll at least. I want to overpeak to spot him, but I will probably get bled in return, but I can shoot him a couple times probably for it. Because I am mostly hold down. Maybe only once then. I do relight him. I'm angling my upper plate in such a way that it's going to be very hard for him to pen my upper plate. It's at like this angle, so it's not easy. I didn't even notice that guy would pushed in there. The tortoise penned me. Okay, I'm just gonna play low now. I've lost some health, but these guys are still free farm. Dude, come on. What is that shot? That's so unlucky. This T-30 might come for me. I'm hoping he'll shoot my teammate instead. Okay, I've got to back up. They have a bad jet here. I'm gonna play as hold on as I can. Their bat just took out that guy. I'm hoping their bat is self shooting up at here. I need to kill this T-34 and then try to get safe. Okay. 7-1. I might just have to play against them because they do have a bat behind me who can shoot me in the side potentially. He might be on reload though, judging by the fact he hasn't shot me yet. I might cross to here just to make sure that I don't die here on a hold down scent. He's a one shot now though, so it should be fine. I might regress. Okay, that's not good. I don't know how he had a shot from there, but I shouldn't have any TDs wide who can hit me, so I can go for this over peak. Unfortunately, he tucked in. Yeah, everything is lit, so unless their stirb is back here, nothing can shoot me right now. If I push up, I'm gonna use this rock as cover from up here in case he's there. I'd like our ELC to spot their bat chat, if possible. Oh, such a terrible shot, man. I think their bat is probably off reload soon. If our ELC just pushes up, I can spot him. Just need him to go. He's literally right there, bro. Just spot him. You'll get 1800. Probably. I'm not pushing in yet because this bat still has shots on me. Bro, just go, man. He's right fucking there. I guess our light tank just doesn't want free spotting, so that's unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna push up because our team is starting to play aggressive. Our email won. And I don't think I'll be lit now. I might get spotted by this stir on that cross there. Nope. I'm gonna knock over this tree just so I can push up through this gap. And I think I should just wait now. Okay, you'll see pushed up and didn't spot him. Their bat must have gotten out. Our teammate is saying the stir is there. Yeah, there he is. Nice, we fired just in time. You'll see us clipping him. I'm just gonna start pushing in. Their bat is low HP anyways, so damn, I didn't fire in time. Didn't realize he was in the open there. Since he's just a 2-shot, I'm not gonna go for spotting on him. I'm just gonna pre-aim. Oh my god, he stopped. That was a bad shot. Yeah, I could have got a few more shots this game just with better aim, but I'm bad, so either way, pretty good game. They gave us a ton of free damage at the beginning, but again, another roll. Just not much decision making besides just shooting. But this episode has gotten long enough. I'm going to end it there. Take a look at the session. I think it was a pretty good session. 6,800 damage, 600 spotting. In situations like that, the 1-2-1 is just very good. I mean, pretty much any tank is, but this thing has just enough armor where you can play hold down in situations like that and angle your over angle your upper plate like this, so that this is all they see, something like this, and it's much harder for them to pen it. It'll take like 300 pen to go through that. If you can hide stuff like this, even if your lower plate is the only thing they can see, so it's pretty hard to hit it sometimes. So it's just a way to make a makeshift kind of hold down where it's pretty hard for them to pen you, but you have great DPM, so if they only pen half their shots or something, you're still trading very well. So this session we had 5 games, 5,700 damage, which is great, and 450 assistance. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like and subscribe. And if you found these videos helpful and you think it might be helpful to someone else you know, please share it with them as well. I'd really appreciate it. Alright, see ya.